edging away from them now in the 33 Audi. And this is a replay of René Rast in action again. Close for company with Laurent Vanteur in the 92 SSR Performance Porsche. Breathe in, hang on to your hats. Two great drivers going absolutely wheel to wheel. Stefan Schlund, team manager, team owner of SSR Performance, has been holding his breath at that point. Just about got away with it. What do you do? Nick Cassidy, you want to come in, change tyres, put wets on, they have to come in again in 10 minutes time to go back to slick. So as long as he can hold on to this, he will. But of course, it is tricky stuff. One slight error somewhere on the brakes, getting on the gas too quickly, getting on the curbs too much, the car is going to snap away from you. You don't want that to happen through turn 1 or turn 10. You'll just try over the banking. There is no margin for error. Brilliant driving from this pair. Nick Cassidy still being harassed and around for the race lead by Marco Wittmann. Realistically, he'll be first and second in the race. This is a big change of circumstance. They get to make their pit stop, and Sheldon van der Linde is 25 seconds behind him. Has no pit stop, and he's in 8th place. On board with him now. Hard to tell from the pictures whether the rain has eased or not. I'd say it has though. Looking out the window of the commentary box, it's definitely brightening up. Wind as such is blowing the clouds away. So the dark clouds slowly creeping away, sort of going over the far side of the circuit now. So I think it's going to be short and sharp. Teams will be on the weather radars advising the drivers, don't panic, this is only going to last for a little while we think. Don't come in for hot tyres yet. Sesame Hawkins come into the pits now. We should go for wets or stick to dries. I'm tempted to say should probably stick with dries. I do think it's easing up a bit. You can quite tell from the pictures, but it's looking positive. Right, there's the gap, which has been growing for a while. 5 minutes, 6 minutes ago to 2.5 seconds, wasn't it? It's crept out to 4.5 now. It's stabilised a little bit on the last lap. This is for the virtual race lead. Between that man, Sheldon van der Linde coming out in turn 10, and Lucas Stoltz in the yellow HRT Mercedes. They're 8th and 9th. We got 4.2 seconds, 1:32.9 for van der Linde, 1:33.0 for Stoltz last time through. And still comfortably in control of things here is Sheldon van der Linde. There must be a gap in front of him as well, no traffic to deal with as yet. Just the two that we've lost, Philip Eng with a technical problem, Coach van der Linde either with a technical problem or just decided to keep carrying on to look after the tyres, save some tyres. They've only got 4 sets that they have to use for the weekends. Once you get past the first weekend of the season, one of those sets has to be used in free practice. So they only have 3 sets of new tyres to last 2 qualifying for 2 races. So if you can't get to the points, well, maybe it's not worth using those tyres up and save it all for Sunday. But it's going to be a bit like that this season, I think. Trying to have one good race, one bad race. Consistency will be key. So we're probably hanging on to the tail of this battle. Spent the last couple of years racing in the ADAC GT Masters Championship here. Team Bermond squad, with whom he now competes in DTM for the first season. The young Austrian, former European karting champion in the Rotax Max Euro Challenge. Doing a good job here, hanging on to the reigning champion Maximilian Götz. A steady but not spectacular start to the year so far. He's been the German Porsche Carrera Cup champion as well, Tommy Preining. Pushing on, looking good. This is the great thing about DTM this year. Look how the Mercedes, Porsche, all lapping identical lap times. Nicky Thiem has come into the pits from that lead group. He was running in 4th place, so Nicky coming in now against Voigt's team, T3 Motorsport. But it's just down the road in Dresden, hoping in front of all their guests they've got here this weekend, that if you can score some points. So Tommy Preining having a lap up the inside of Maximilian Götz there, but it's not really a way through turn 10. You don't want to get up the inside, get off the throttle, and then lose all your momentum going. Just be a little bit careful there. Andy Rast's got both the mirrors or slick tyres ready for the next round of pit stops. So I think that's confirmation that that weather is starting to improve again. We might be still on full chat though for Nick Cassidy. Here he goes. 15th in last year's Formula E Championship, got a couple of podiums in Mexico and in New York, a couple of second place finishes. 4th in the Super 14 Super Formula Champions. Heading into the pit pits now, though, the race leader. So Marco Wittmann and BMW, Baltimore's Motorsport, is going to pick up the race lead. So with pit stops for Nicky Tim and for Nick Cat, we should be up to 6th place now for this map. Shelton van der Linde, the virtual race leader. Smooth as you like, looking in great form here. It's interesting as well with an eye to the championship. What he said on the grid to Breedy, I'm not going to take any massive risks. We've got a chance to score good points here. We need to score good points, but there's very much possibility with 20 minutes to go. Cassidy away then, slick tyres on as expected. So there, here comes out the pit lane, Van der Linde, and 4 or 5 of the others are going to get past him as well. It's going to come out somewhere in and around Bortolotti, I think, isn't he? And Vantour. So on the edge of the points, it was just outside the points before the pit stop started early on. But that must be agonising, having to wait all that time to get on the accelerator before you cross the line. You've effectively left the pit lane, and the pit lane speed limit is now released. In fact, it's not going to come out at all by Vantour, because Rast will get past him as well, and possibly Guts and Preining still getting the tyres up to 10. The brakes are already well up to temperature, but not got as much grip as he would like when he turns in. Guts already through. Preining hasn't got through there. That'll be frustrating for the young Austrian. Kiwi stays ahead for now, using all of his experience to keep that Ferrari as wide as he can. But the Porsche finds a gap, and Tommy Preining inches ahead. But right-handed coming up, Nick Cassidy will have the line. It's going to be side by side. He'd probably favour the Ferrari at this point, though. And Nick Cassidy holds a position, and the longer it goes on, the more get up to temperature, but he understeered there through the corner, and on the way out of the turn, the Porsche does get through. Tommy Preining gets the place on track, but having lost a lot of time to René Rast and Maximilian Guts, who he was battling with beforehand. Max Book in the background there. So Shelton van der Linde, as I say, up to 6th place now. Cars ahead of him before we get to make their pit stops. Howard Schumacher has come into the pits now as well. So, and Marco Wittmann, I think, is coming. Yeah, Marco Wittmann is into the pits. So Nico Müller will pick up the lead of the race. Mega late in all the races last year, just trying a different strategy right at the end of the race, which he could do last year. Once the first 5 minutes of the pit stops had elapsed, you could pit whenever you liked. He did it literally the last lap of the race. So Wittmann coming out of the pit lane, who was the race leader. Here is Shelton van der Linde making his way through now. Got a sequence of corners to try and pull clear. Wittmann comes through, he's already way through turns 3 and 4, and he's back in behind Maximilian Book. So Müller is the leader, Olsen is second, Grenier is third, and they're the ones that have yet to make their pit stop. Shelton van der Linde, the virtual leader, is 4th, Stoltz is 5th, Auer is 6th, Mining 7th, Engel in 8th, Bortolotti 9th, Vantour in 10th, Rast 11th, Guts 12th, and Preining 13th are at the moment out of the points, but are likely to come into the points once Müller, Olsen and Grenier make their pit stops. Oh yeah, now we're coming to the pits. So it looked like the England racing crew can be able to send David Schumacher back out. So it looks like he might be another one heading for retirement, I'm afraid. And this is Felipe Fraga in the pit lane as well, crawling. So that's another of our key championship competitors out. Quite a high rate of attrition here at the Lausitzring. So Fraga out of the race, I'm afraid. One of the front runners in the championship coming into the weekend. So it's all down to Nick Cassidy now to try and get some points for the team. He really seems to have struggled here at the Lausitzring, even though the Ferraris were pretty rapid here last year, and particularly Liam Lawson. So Nico Müller on board, Uri, the Swiss driver, winner of round 2 of the championship. Carrying, remember, got paid for 25 kilograms of success ballast, which will be hampering his progress, but the Swiss driver working as hard as he can here to try and get some points out of the race. Starting 14th on the grid, he leads. On the track, right behind him, he's got Dennis Olsen, who's in 2nd place, yet to pit, and Miguel Grenier, number 55, under investigation. Alongside Kelvin Padley for the incident earlier on. Marco Wittmann being passed by Dev Gore, and also losing a place down the straight there to Clement Schmidt. That does not look good for Marco Wittmann now. So Marco's already had one non-point scoring finish this season, cruising as well. All the big names dropping out here to get to the finish, and you might get some points at this rate. We've got 15.5 minutes plus 1 lap to go. Dennis Olsen into the pits now as well. So Grenier and Muller, the only 2 drivers yet to pit. There is Dennis Olsen coming in and ready on the Michelin tyres for him. The SSR Performance Squad. Grenier's coming as well. It's just behind. So just leaves Nico Muller, the only one just flashing through your shot, yet to make his pit stop. Muller's last lap at 134.4, whereas those in the chasing pack are in the mid 133, so it's about a second off the pace. You've got to figure out now, then how late do I leave it? The later he leaves it, the better his chances of overtaking some places on the chance.
The rear right is getting more and more. We're getting more and more vibration. Take no risk, take no risk. Fox, we're trying to car, take no risk, vibration.